Welcome back. Happy Saturday. Let me get my Sims 2 soundtrack on. We have a lot of work to do today. We're gonna have to lock in. Also, Cat's here. I'll get the cat cam on once we have the game open. Don't worry. She's hanging out though. She's ready. I have the, wait, let me see if it's angled nicely. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I can try and move it. It's because she like moves it herself by accident sometimes. Okay. There's that. There's that. Now we can sim. Now we're really set up. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I have the game capture up correctly. So I'll show you what we're talking about when I sit here saying like what we're gonna try and build, and then we can discuss the plans of what we want to turn this into. Because we have been plotting to work on this build for like over a month since before the expansion pack even came out, so it's about time we finally get to it, right? It's because I had so many ideas of things I wanted to build from scratch. I wasn't really feeling very like I don't know, fixer-uppery. Which is unlike me, but this is the lot that I want to work on today. It's like the abandoned old building in Nordhaven, and we're gonna try and turn it into something nice and new, essentially. But I don't fully know what I want it to become. Oh my god, Jas, it was a disaster yesterday. Look at this. This is the count from yesterday. Only 2 fires. It was like fully broken. To give you some context, I went back and I looked at the VOD from when I played the scenario the last time, because I did the like unlucky chef scenario on stream before and we had a fire count. It was like 43 the first time I played it. Reasonable for an unlucky chef who's supposed to start nonstop fires. We played it yesterday, 2 fires. So it's not even like they just tuned it. They broke it. It doesn't work how it's supposed to at all. So we didn't really feel like an unlucky chef yesterday. It was very sad. Unacceptable, right? Yeah, so that was disappointing. It was still a fun stream, but it wasn't like chaotic in the way that I expected it to be, you know? Anyway, oh well. We were the unlucky ones, I guess. I think they did tune something with fires like earlier this year or late last year or something, but I don't see how that would have affected the scenario. I don't even know if they realized that they affected the scenario. Like, it just seems like a massive oversight. I don't think they think about or care about scenarios at all. I don't know why they even made them, because they don't really like, they aren't really worried about them, but whatever. Whatever. So this is the building that we're gonna try and work on. It's honestly not that big. I think it definitely looks like the lot itself is a lot bigger than it actually is, because it's a 50 by 40 lot, and a lot of this back area is like empty park and stuff. So let me walk you through kind of the list of ideas, okay? I've seen a lot of people say things like make it into like an art gallery for Trashly. Obsessed with the concept, however, oh yeah, there's already an art gallery in this world. So I don't really want to make another one for another museum because there already is one. So if I was going to build something from scratch today like this, I think it'd be better to not do one of the lots that already exists. I've seen a lot of mall comments. You guys, this place is so small. Like, it's not really big enough for a mall in like the way that you're thinking. If you built it from scratch, yeah, for sure. But in terms of like renovating this, I don't know if it like would work so well, you know? I've seen a lot of nightclub comments. I do like the nightclub idea. I've seen a lot of movie theater comments. I love the movie theater idea. I just don't know if this place, because it's like all windows, and I want to try and keep that a little bit. I don't know if this place being all windows really lends itself well to being a movie theater. You know, like that feels like maybe we should build that from scratch. I guess you could put it in the basement, but like, I don't know. I just don't really, like, that's not really speaking to me for this. It's not like the idea is bad. It's that for this, I don't know. The thing that I was considering the most before I started was that maybe it could become a gym. Because they have like what used to be a pool, kind of, and maybe there could be like a pool and like a basketball court, and there could be like indoor gym stuff. So that's why, to me, like gym felt like maybe it fit on this lot pretty well. Because it kind of feels like it's leaning that way already. So it could become kind of sporty, I guess. But I do like that nightclub concept. It's kind of interesting because it's like the nightclub thing is like completely opposite from the gym, you know? So I don't know. We could think about it. It could go many ways. Yeah, there could be like a yoga place upstairs or something. I don't know. A lot of options. A spa, perhaps. I don't think I'm gonna make it into a hospital because you can't build hospitals in game outside of the specialty hospital lot. Like, you obviously could make one that's pretend, but I want to focus on a functional space, you know, more so than building like a pretend hospital, right? Gym, nightclub. Do you think that's too much? I feel like that's like the request is too high. There's too much to add if we try and do both, right? We built a rec center already in Vader, so I don't think I'll make this one into a rec center, just because we built a rec center like last week. So they can work out on the dance floor. Nightclub with a pool, I guess, is kind of interesting. Yeah, the only thing about like the nightclub or bar concept is that there's a lot of space back here, and I don't really know how I'm gonna fill it up, because I don't want to extend this building too much. I really want to try and play this realistically a little bit and keep like the building is primarily right here, you know? And I don't want to change that too much. Wedding venue. A wedding venue is kind of cute. You could add that to like the back of the bar or something if you wanted. Okay. I feel like I'm going to make a poll. This is going to be a kind of broad question, because when I say gym, it's like gym, spa, pool, all of the above. When we say like nightclub, it's like nightclub, bar, outdoor space, you know, all of the above. I'm just gonna put a couple words though in this poll, because you can't add all these like extra ideas. We don't have enough characters. Vote. Help. Wedding dress boutique is cute. A little like retail store. That's an idea too. We don't have to decide, like, it's not like this is the last time we're gonna build on this lot, so it's not like a huge deal. You know, whatever we decide against is not like it's lost forever, so. Anyway, oh my god, everybody is literally spamming Pink Pony Club. I'm not ignoring you. I do see your messages about this. I don't know if I want to make it like, I don't know if I want to make it pink. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit intimidated by this bar and nightclub concept because the lot is too big. I've never built one on a 50 by 40 lot. So I don't know, like, I know that it's winning the poll, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit like, ugh, about this plan, because I don't know how we're gonna fill in all the rest of the space in the back. But we can see. I'm not gonna make it a playground in the back if we make it into a bar, Braun. If we're talking about making like a nightclub space, I'm not gonna leave a playground in the backyard. I don't feel like that makes sense. Like, it would be a more adult space if we did it like that. So I don't know. All right, well, we have a plan. We'll figure it out. A VIP section, that's an idea. I guess it could be like an outdoor loungy sort of space. I don't know. Oh God, I'm scared now. I'm really scared of the back. Outdoor stage for live music. That could be kind of cute too. You just gotta, like, bear in mind, it's so much space. Like, oh snap, snoring. It's scary. All right, let me open a second OBS in case you want to record this. Well, not in case, I am gonna record this. I know that for a fact. In case I want to post it, I guess is the better way of putting it. There's also ads about to play. I'm gonna let it run and then we'll start building, okay? I don't know how, oops, sorry. I don't know how long it'll take. But we'll let them, now they've started. Okay, I could see that it said ad starting soon, so I didn't know when it was gonna show up. But it started now. Okay. Steam pop-up, I know, it's because I clicked it by accident. That was my bad. I opened it by accident. Oh, there could be a parking lot. That could take up some space in the back. It doesn't have to be big, but we could have like a little parking lot. Is this the front? Oh. This is the front from this side. Oh. That doesn't fit with my vision for the building. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna try and play this, like, I really wanna try to not adjust the walls too much. I wanna try and make it a little bit more realistic than that. Also, I might get a sim, because I kind of want to have the sim, oh, I probably need to change the lot type. I want to have a sim here so we can change like the lighting color and stuff. Make it residential. Well, you could flip it around, June, but I'm trying to pretend that we're not, I'm trying to pretend that we're not really like, who's gonna be our test sim for today? I'm gonna get Otis again. I don't want to flip it around though, because I want to play it as though I've bought it exactly as it is, and I'm gonna try and keep it and just improve upon it. I don't want to like bulldoze it and stuff. That could be a different day, you know? I want to try and keep a lot of it how it is, because we're doing like a fixer-upper thing and not a build from scratch thing. Does that make sense? Ooh, and it's cloudy, that's no good. Okay, we'll try and get the sun to come out and then we can start. Then we can begin. I don't think it'll have an apartment on this, no. I think it'll probably be like a small business venue lot type. I don't think I'll make a person live here. At least not today. You don't have to download the show because it's in the game, Carrie. This is like in Nordhaven. It's in the world. This is one of the official lots in the new expansion pack. So you don't have to download it because it's already there if you have the pack. And obviously if you don't have the pack, then it's going to be missing a lot of stuff. So, okay, I'm going to start by flattening the terrain because we're not going to use like the holes and stuff that they have. And then in true fixer-upper fashion, like it's 2018 again, we're going to go back through and delete the fences too. We can start cleaning some stuff up. It'll be nice. I think I might keep this fence though. Or at least something like it. Because I do like the idea of it somehow. We could maybe move it, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Clear up some of the wall space. We can re-landscape it. Do you think we should try and force ourselves to keep the trees where they are? That could be like a fun game. It's like a realism thing. You have to try and keep the tree in the same position. I'm trying to play this at least a little bit realistic, you know? And in real life, like, you can't very well move a tree like that, can you? So it might be cute. I don't think it's necessary, but if we could keep some of them, it might be fun. You know? Keep the trees, they are mature. Exactly. Exactly. In real life, there might be like rules from the city, like you're not allowed to move the trees or remove them. You can't cut it down because it's like a old tree. The mailbox just automatically spawns, Lily. This is not a residential lot by default, so when I turn it into a residential lot, it just spawns a mailbox in the corner. That's just how mailboxes work in this game. If you don't have one, it just spawns one in. Sometimes you'll see it spawn in the middle of a, like in the right in front of the front door or something. I think that this tree could get removed. Like the small trees are less of a big deal. But the big ones we should probably try and keep, right? But this city doesn't care about the small ones as much. Interesting. Can we keep the stinky fountain? I mean, probably not, but we could think about it. All right, there's some rocks back there. All right. I also want to get rid of this. It is a preset lot in the game, yeah. This is in the new world. Okay, I think I might also remove this back wall, at least in this part, because I kind of want to have it be open. We can rebuild a fence that's around the side, but I want to open it up in the back a little bit, I think. Okay, I don't really know exactly how I want to lay out the front. Oh, don't delete that. I know that technically this is the front of the lot, so that's something to consider. Oh God. Oh God. That might get turned into walls, like solid walls. I also might remove this staircase, because we might want to put something else on the side. Do you think we could build walls in all the way across here? I like the columns, honestly. I think they're kind of interesting. But maybe we could build that out. Or potentially that could stay open. And we could build like some sort of upper section over here. And that could just be like an open walkway in between the two of them. I don't know. Well, yeah, it would be glass. We would make it like solid glass in there if we did that. That was kind of the vision, but it being open kind of makes this into less usable space, but that's not like such a big deal, I don't think. This needs to be closed off. I kind of feel like this is like a little bit sneaky of me, but I kind of feel like maybe it needs to be extended out a tile for it to be even. Yeah, it looks like this was supposed to be open. Maybe the downstairs is open and the upstairs isn't. The upstairs is like an outdoor walkway. They obviously wanted to have windows all the way across here. Like that was kind of the vision that the original builder had. Okay. Something like that. You need to be scooted that way. Oh dear. Now I've made this very strange. I guess, oh, you just need to be like that. Okay, and then we can make this go all the way around a little bit more. Right? I don't want this here though. All right, we'll figure it out. It's gonna be fine. Might take us a second to get there, but it's gonna be fine. You know what? No, I actually really liked, I kind of liked it being, I kind of liked there not being a second floor up there. I feel like it was kind of an interesting shape. I think I preferred the, like it being flat, you know? It kind of has like a rooftop sort of vibe to it this way, which is better. Okay, how far can we extend this? Only that far until we get into the tree, but I can make it a little bit bigger. Should we extend this one a little bit too? As far as I can before I get into the tree. I think so. Okay, so what if that could have like a little bit of a different... That's only slightly touching the tree. Maybe this is where the front door goes. Okay, it's like in there somehow. So they'll enter it because this is the front of the lot. Could probably spin the tree and say it's branch trimming. I guess we could do that. If we really wanted to. I think it's okay how it is though. For now. At least I hope. Okay, maybe it could go like that though. We'll rearrange those. Because that's like a little bit more even. Of course people spin trees all the time. Yeah, I mean like, you know, in real life. I don't know about you, but they're... around here, they're like totally always just spinning trees. Yeah. Sure. Okay, I like that better than I thought I would. I think that's okay. Okay, we need to build this all to be one room, same as you, so it doesn't have any weird flooring stuff going on in it. Okay, we're gonna have to redo a lot of the windows and columns on this section too. I think I want this to go out a little bit more that direction, but not this. Oops. Okay, something like that. Then all of this, maybe like around the outside edge, could get raised up just like a tiny bit. The platform. It's a little bit different in the front and in the back though. Maybe it shouldn't have had the overhang that way. The only reason I'm struggling with this is because I don't really like that that is right there, but I guess it's fine. Do you kind of see the vision of this? So maybe this part becomes the rooftop, and there could be like a really cool outdoor like patio space upstairs on the rooftop. That's kind of what I'm visualizing for this. And we can get like a cool glass fence. It's just that the lot is like so big. It's so big. I think that the Sims team messed this up as well when they put the front of the lot is over here. I don't think they knew what they were doing. Okay, I pruned the tree. All right. It's fine. But yeah, I think that like the person who built this lot intended for the front to be over here, and then the Sims team like ruined it. So annoying. Should I have extended this out this way so I can get more of like a proper entrance again? I don't know. I kind of want to try and copy something similar to this. Okay, the tree has been officially trimmed, so it faces the other direction. This is not cute as the front. I want the main front to be over here. Like, this is cute as the front. I don't like the other side as the front. At all. That's no good. Can we just pretend it's not the front? Yeah, but it needs to look okay like this from the front because it needs to look okay on the gallery. So it's not like we're just doing it for no reason. Like it needs to be okay with this as the front because that's how people are gonna get it off the gallery. So we don't want it to be terrible. Okay, the windows will go up there. We'll kind of try and copy these, which is lovely. Okay. I don't know. This is always, it's always harder than you think when you go to do a fixer-upper build. I have learned over the years, you always think it's gonna be fine, and then it's not. Well, we had talked about trying to make it into like a bar sort of nightclub thing, but I'm really unsure if it's gonna turn out like a disaster if we do that, so I don't know. But I think that's still the plan, but I'm already feeling overwhelmed, so who knows. All right, already cuter than expected, so that's good. We can make it like a little bit darker, the accent colors too, maybe. I don't know. Oh no, this needs extended one extra tile. And this tree needs trimmed too. Oh God, come on. Sometimes they don't want to rotate right. Oh, thankfully the tree does let you trim it. It would be a cool makerspace. Yeah, it would be a cool makerspace. I agree. We've talked about making a makerspace a bunch. Is that even the same window? Oh my goodness, they have different color windows on the top and bottom floors. At least those ones were. Okay, so that means all of these windows are wrong. Or maybe I just had the wrong ones. At some point they had a solid white window though, because I was copying them. You like the makerspace idea? Do you really? You think a gym would look great? That was my original idea, was a gym, but we did like a little vote and people didn't want the gym, so. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this actually. Yeah, I just feel like this lot, I know we voted on it. I still feel like this lot is not good as a bar. Oh God. It's just so big. Like, the amount of space in the back is gonna be so hard to fill. A makerspace is, oh, I can't swap it right now because I'm a residential lot. A makerspace is one of the lots that, that comes with eco lifestyle. It's like I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. Makerspace. It's like a crafty community lot, kinda. But we can always build at a different time. We can stick to this trying to be a bar. A lot of indoor space in here. Okay. Maybe you should have been a half wall. Just like that. I think that's preferable. Okay. I think I'm gonna get rid of these, because I don't really need that anymore. You know what? If we maintain 3 of the original trees, do you think that the city would let us, like, make the business a little bit bigger? But we appeased them by keeping 3 trees that were always there. You know? That's how we make them happy. with this. We can plant more trees, obviously, but we're trying to do a little challenge, so I'm just trying to think about ways that we can keep some of this stuff. What if that went all the way over here? This part is like honestly kind of horrendous. So uh-oh, she better not leave. Nobody make eye contact with her, because if you look at her too long, she might ditch us. And we don't want that. I'm still kind of stuck on like knowing that the front of the lot is gonna be over here. So maybe I can build it out differently somehow. Okay, these are also the wrong color window, so that's cool. Take these again. All right. Gonna have to redo all of that. I guess, would it be better to extend this out twice? She did ditch you all. She came to see me instead. Would it be better to extend this out a little bit? Like this way. It's asymmetrical. Oh my goodness. I can make this bigger though. That part is fixable. This is what I was trying to avoid too. I wanted to try and keep a lot of the original shape, but maybe that's nicer. And maybe like the entrance, I'm wondering if there could be like some sort of like you have to enter up that way or something. It's a little weird, but it might work. Especially if we manage to try hard enough. You think it's cool? Okay. Probably gonna change the colors of all of this. So it'll look a little bit different than that. So when you look at it from the front, with this being the front, does that feel okay? Oh, not until next week, Torbo. Today is when they've got like their like influencer previews today. I wasn't invited. Epic Universe, if you host another influencer preview, can I go? Thank you. But they're all in there today. I'm gonna try and put the cat on the floor. Thank you, Snappy. Here you go. All right, let's see if this works. It didn't work. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. She did not stay. All right. This needs to be like a flat. She came back onto the desk. I had this before and then I extended the whole thing. Maybe that shouldn't have been raised up. Okay. I did really like this thing. How they had done it like that before. But I guess we can try and mimic that a little bit, like what they have on the front. Maybe this whole place could be filled in. with some flooring. This will be landscaping right there, I guess. And maybe this should get all the way across. Yeah, once it has landscaping, I think it's gonna look really nice. We just have to get there first. But it's gonna be fine. Well, this is a renovation, Pato, so I didn't build this whole thing from scratch. I'm renovating it, but I do build pretty quick. Bestie, there is no color scheme. Not yet. we're still trying to figure this one out. We're really really working on it. I also haven't saved a single time, so I can do that now. Okay. No, there's no budget. I mean, there's a sim who is here right now, but I'm gonna cheat for money if we run out. Like, we're not playing with a budget. That wasn't the plan of this one. We didn't want to limit ourselves in that way. Okay. So this is what they had on the other side. Should I try and like mimic that a little bit? I think so. Snap, you gotta get off the keyboard though. Yeah, maybe this part bumping out is actually not good. Make it smaller. Yeah, I post all my VODs on my second channel, so this one will be on More Simsie in a couple of days. I post them all there. I don't think there's a single stream that I didn't post on More Simsie, to be honest. At least I don't think. Oh, you were not supposed to be there. That explains a lot. Okay. This is also the wrong color, annoyingly. So we can swap those out. And then you go around like this. Okay, I am now gonna try and put some landscaping. I'm so curious, and this might be a bad idea, but I'm curious about trying to raise up some of the landscaping. Like if we put bushes on that, and we just had it up a tiny bit, it might be kind of a more interesting way. We could just try and give ourselves some layers. It's a little bit different. I don't know. We could extend this like all the way across, perhaps. We could even put that like way down if we wanted to. And there could be maybe some sort of opening in there. That's how they can get out to more of it. Okay. Okay. This could be a plan. I think we're onto something. So there's like a courtyard. I think I'm gonna get rid of all this. I might put a pool back, but I'm not gonna do like the beautiful steps into it or anything, just because it won't really work as a functional pool correctly. So we wanted to have a parking lot. Does this need to just go around, like, to touch this part right here? And then what is this? I don't know. Sunken hanging out space? I mean, there could maybe be something like that. We could think about it. Would we try to enclose all of this? This is why I don't really like this as a bar. I just don't, it's too big. To the point where I think it's kind of bad. Maybe the parking lot could go out this way though. Oh, that's too much. No, wait. Okay, I don't want to risk touching the tree. I love the idea of building a bar. It's just that like this as the bar, I feel like it's not working. Especially with like how many windows, like it's, the nightclub thing's not gonna work right. Snappy, do you wanna go sit on the floor instead of on the keyboard? That could be cool, right? If you went and sat on your little bed instead of directly on the keyboard. Oh, she's listening. I don't know where she's gonna go. Could be the tree, could be the bed. She's looking at both of them. Come on. Oh, it's neither of them. She walked right past us. That's devastating. Okay, this can definitely still be the parking lot like we had talked about. Is this in line? Right here? No, I need one more tile. Okay, that can definitely still be the parking lot. Yeah, we built a rec center recently, so it won't be a rec center. We just built something like that, so I don't really want to build it again. But like I literally built a rec center like last week. So rec center's not really in the cards for us, but other ideas are welcome. I do like the makerspace thing. Should I kick this sim out so I can show you what a makerspace is? If we, the thing is, the makerspace is just like the rec center in that literally nobody in the chat has a single clue what that means. Like you say, I'm making a rec center. They're like, what's a rec center, you weird American? And it's like, it's not even an American thing. It's like, I mean, it's just, it's from growing together. But people are like, what is that? The makerspace, they're gonna say the exact same thing. They're gonna be like, what is that? What are you making? But they have these like, community space builds from Eco Lifestyle. And then there's like a few different things you can change them into. Like a makerspace, and it requires like a bunch of the crafting creation stuff from Eco Lifestyle, but we don't have to do that. It could be an arts center too, which kind of has a similar vibe and is less confusing. We also talked about a gym a lot, so I don't know. No, I don't mean everyone in chat, Jesse. I was obviously exaggerating. Please don't take that personally. We're being a little dramatic here. I mean, like, we get a lot of, like, first-time chatters that are like, what does this mean? And then I have to explain it over and over, and then I feel bad and annoying for repeating myself over and over and over again. I'm not saying this to shame the chat. I was making a joke about how I have to repeat myself a lot. Guys. Guys, this is stressing me out now. This build isn't fun anymore because it's causing me so much stress. We don't have a plan. I'm gonna make a poll again. Okay, so we have like the gym / spa idea. There's like the art center idea. Then there's like, I don't know, I mean, I don't really want it to be like a rec center place. I also don't really think I'm thinking about making it into a, I don't know, this poll might go wrong. We'll see what people say about this. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not really feeling retail, just because I want to try and use like the business stuff more than the retail stuff. You know? People want the gym and spa. I do like a gym and spa. Okay, maybe we can try that. Then we can keep the pool like what they had originally on this lot. Which is also kind of cool. I don't really want it to be that big. We didn't just make a gym. I built a gym on YouTube a while back, like a month ago, but we didn't build a gym recently. We built a park. We built a rec center that had some gym stuff in it, but it wasn't a gym. The rec center also has like everything else in it. And that's not even an exaggeration. Literally has everything else in it. Oh, do they mean the hotel maybe? I guess they could have meant that. Okay, this is what I was talking about before. The problem is, if we do it like that, the trees that I've been saying I want to try and keep for realism, I just scooted them. Or at least I scooted one of them. That's no good. Okay. You were expecting the basketball court, were you? I like the basketball court. I think it's a cool thing. I really liked this sort of fence situation that they had originally. I think it was actually really nice like that. Maybe we could build something, oh, you know what? Maybe we could build this almost as like a pool bathroom sort of situation. Because that might be kind of cool. I feel like it should be longer, skinnier. I guess that looks a little bit better from the front. Oops, overhang? Guys, this is going really bad. I feel like I'm doing a really bad job. This is not my finest work or my finest moment. I feel like I am struggling. Okay. Maybe. I just started, I'll get it. That's the spirit brew. Thank you for your well wishes. I think I might try and use like a nice dark wood accent color. I feel like we haven't done that much with this pack stuff, so that might be kind of cool. Oh, maybe this should go over a little bit more, because then we can put it in line with the middle of the court. Okay, that takes up like a lot of the room that we have for lounge chairs, but I guess that's okay. Is it a pool house? Kinda. It's more like the pool bathrooms, I guess. But we'll figure it out. It's a 50 by 40 lot, this one that we're playing on right now. Maybe I can try to include some of this. No. Pool could be smaller. Yeah, but isn't it fun being this big? It kind of excites me with it being this big, but maybe we could do it like that or something instead. Okay. When people say pool house, I think they're usually talking about like when a rich person has a guest house in their backyard. And they're like, oh, it's the pool house. But, I don't know, it has like the bathroom that you can use when you're in the pool. Stuff like that. But I think when people refer to pool houses, like right now, what they're talking about, I think they're talking about like fancy people. In this case, it's mostly just like a separate structure that's near the pool, I guess. I don't know. That's like a thing that feels like the movies to me. That doesn't feel very like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like real life in my mind, but what do I know? We're gonna kind of use it like changing rooms for our purposes. Is that the same color? I guess it is. Okay, I think that they kind of had the windows like that in the original build. I don't know if it looks good or not, but... We can't do columns in between with the size of it right now. The way that it is sized, it won't fit. Because I've got them like, you know? We could do less windows. Have them be kind of like that. There's a lot of columns on this. Okay. I guess that's a good thing though. That's what we want. So they're gonna come in all the way over here. Interesting. I'm thinking that we could try to lay this out. This is gonna feel a little bit weird, okay? But we need to have a big locker room. And since this is the main entrance, maybe we could put like the locker room in there. There could be like a little check-in desk. Obviously it's like a fake check-in desk. They don't really check in. But we can pretend. And then they can come around. I might put the staircase like in here. I guess that makes it kind of a tight walkway though. You want them to walk through the locker room? I did actually think about that as being the plan, like to force them to go into the locker room directly from when they come into the building, but I don't know if that's gonna be too much. You could very easily make like a really big locker room this way if we did it like that. Yeah, Desert, I about lost my mind trying to figure out how to fill in the empty space when it was going to be like a bar space. The outdoors, it just was not clicking in my mind trying to make it into a bar space. I love the idea of building a fancy modern looking bar like this. It's just that like with this lot, it wasn't working for me. So we did a second poll and picked a different idea. Okay, so they could go from the inside of this little check-in desk. We'll put the ticket kiosk in here. We'll figure that out. And then they'll have to go straight through into where the locker rooms are. So you would enter in. Okay. There's a lot of windows. There are a lot of windows. Okay, where would you come out from? Also, am I gonna use this wood color? Maybe it goes in gray, because it matches the windows. Well, let's start thinking about this. The locker room is probably the most important thing that we can add in, so. Oh, I could use a taller door. You forget that you're playing with businesses and hobbies and you have the nice new stuff. There's a frosted version of the door. There's not a frosted version of these windows that is not horrible. I mean, there's like a blue frosted version of them, but I feel like if you do that, you kind of have to do all of them like that, and I don't really want to. If I make them blue, oh my goodness, I'm gonna get bullied. If they become blue, the people are never gonna let me live it down. Oh, here goes lilsimsie in her blue Suburban again. So, I won't lie, I'm a little bit intimidated by the idea of blue. Just for that reason. Okay, I was thinking, and this is gonna be a little bit odd, but I'm wondering if we can try and have like a, I guess I could build a wall for it. I think we should try and build in like a little space to tuck the showers away into. You know? Well, that's... Talk about being tucked away. It's really tight. Yeah, blue is a nice color, but more so, The Sims loves the color blue. That's the real problem. Is they put that everywhere. See? Frosted glass is blue, even if you don't want it. It's like, well, too bad. You're gonna be having it. Maybe I don't want this thing. Maybe I should let it be all the way open and we can put the showers in like this. It's like a little bit, I don't know. I've done stuff before also, like when we built a big open to the windows kind of area where we had kind of done it like this. Could you imagine if I had the showers like on this side of it and they were just right in front of these big giant windows? Like, imagine if we got this and you like stuck it inside of there. That is absurd. It does look really nice though. It actually looks kind of good. Maybe we could put blinds in here and then it won't feel so bad. I could build a solid wall right there. And that might be nice, because it gives you a little bit more privacy. Okay, it's an idea. It might not be a nice idea, but it's an idea. Okay, this has like that wood color, sort of. It also comes in a grayish color. Place windows with a mirror wall. Well, the windows look lovely, and a mirror wall would also be lovely. The reason that we have these windows is because this is what was there originally, and we're trying to like maintain some of that, like some of the original build a little bit, even if we don't personally feel obsessed with it. Yeah, you can also do that. The suggestion is that you can layer windows like on top of each other to give it a little bit of a frosted look. I don't really want to put that everywhere, so I don't know. The toilets also, like, the thing is, if we had the showers back there, that would solve basically all of our problems, you know? To move the showers into the back corner instead. But I don't really know what I want. I guess we could switch this up. Would you want to get scooted so you're right up against that corner? Oh, if we do it like this, there's no way to get into the rest of the gym. I was gonna have the showers be along here. Place a divider right against the windows. Yeah, I guess we could use the privacy glass thing. Or the privacy thingy right in there. And that would space out the things a little bit better. Is that clipping onto the outside? No, but it's hidden. So that could be a better way to hide the showers. Might be prettier like that. Do we still use the showers that are like... Here, wait. Do we still want these Love Struck ones? Unfortunately, it's like really cool. No, the Sims don't get embarrassed with these, Violet. You can use these ones from university, they don't get embarrassed too. I know that sounds weird, but you can use that one and this one, they don't get embarrassed. Like the Snowy Escape ones. Let me look at the Snowy Escape ones, actually. Because those might even be better for it feeling like a fancy gym. Oh. Playtest? What, this? I promise this'll work. I've done this many times. So I know for a fact that this part is okay. I'm gonna put some lockers up against this wall with the Snowy Escape dividers. You think so? I wasn't even gonna give them that. Is that so bad of me? Probably. If I get rid of that, what does it look like? I'll just leave them the way they are. Yeah, I was gonna do the sinks along this wall. Maybe put like 3 of them. Wait. We can also try wooden lockers instead. Yeah, we can switch to fancier ones. I'm good with that. Okay, this one, annoyingly, we have to like custom place. Oops. Because it has to come out a little bit. Oh, geez. Even worse. Right there. Okay, so it's hung up on the column. One big mirror? What, across the way? But doesn't that ruin the vibes of the slat wall and it being like in the middle of the slats? I feel like the cool thing about the slat wall is that it's not blocked by a big mirror, you know? No sink in the middle? We could just do 2, I don't know. The showers are spaced differently? Oh, because I didn't put this one back. This is gonna make me lose my mind. Confused with the piping situation? What, here? You can see the pipes. It's kind of like when people put an outdoor shower. You ever seen someone on like a fancy renovation show put an outdoor shower and they have like the pipes that are visible from their tile? This kind of thing happens. Rich people do this, so it's not, oops, wrong thing. So it's not that weird. They just have the pipes exposed. Much like the showers that we have in this place. Okay, that's luckily enough the wrong wood color. This one might work. Maybe I put a couple more in here in the shower. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I kind of feel like I actually don't like the way this is placed right now. I almost would rather have the sinks be out and not up against this thing. Okay. Do we then decide to extend this so the toilets can go like that, tucked away a little bit better? I have one more of those. And then there's room for some benches. And then we have room for some nice double doors. With it extended all the way this way, could I? No, it's too much. I don't like it like that. I'm gonna try, this might be weird. I'm gonna try and sink this. Are those floating? Oh God. Still floating? Will they just be floating? We raise them up instead. How does that look upstairs? Oh God. Now that's really bad. We've really found ourselves in a bit of a predicament here, haven't we? Does it always go up? Oh, it does let me place it from the ground. I was wondering. I couldn't tell if it was... It's just because those are up on their own. I was worried that they were trying to place at the correct height of the wall, but I was wrong. It was just because this one was move objects placed up there. So they can be lowered down. It's fine. It works okay. I don't know what kind of tile color I want to use. I do think that the black one is like too much. You could maybe do the new black tile. And that might be all right. And then maybe we could get like the bigger spa day tiles in there. You loved the blue. You know what? I loved this too. I didn't want to admit it because I didn't want to get bullied for having a blue build. It's like a tragedy. It can be done with other colors though. It doesn't have to be blue. There are a lot of lovely options, chat, that we can think through. I actually do really like this so far. I kind of feel like we're onto something. From Spa Day, there's like those little wooden, yeah, like this. Of course, it's like not exactly the right shade of wood, because that would just make too much sense if it matched nicely. But we can maybe get some of those benches in there. Sauna? Oh yeah, we'll put a sauna somewhere in the main build. So we're forcing them to come in this door, check in, go into the locker room, and then they can come from the locker room, showers, whatever, into the main space. I think I'm probably gonna put a nice big staircase. Oh my goodness. That takes up a lot of room. And maybe not in a good way. What if we got rid of this? This wall could be blank. It's just in the back of the building, so it's only one small section with no windows. You can look into the shower through the doors. What, through these doors? These are frosted, so you can't see in them. Yeah, we'll change the staircase to be like cuter, JC. I'm just thinking like, right now I'm less thinking about what staircase it'll be and more thinking about, well, that's gonna delete my stuff. More just thinking about where it's gonna go, you know? That's like the nice staircase that you're talking about from the pack. Okay, sorry, I was talking about the sauna going over here. That is very unfortunate. What about in the middle near the doors? What, the staircase? This is not actually supposed to be the front entrance. This is the front entrance. So the staircase is like in a not so bad location, I don't think. To be honest. Yeah, I actually was thinking about putting plants in that tiny room. That was the thought that had crossed my mind as well. Okay, that would be open then to the downstairs. Sort of like that. Sauna upstairs, like up here. There's not a ton of room for it. You know? It's always a little bit smaller than you think. Is there a light somewhere in there? Like, why is that one lit up? Deleted my trim. Yeah, I'll put it back, don't worry. I deleted my own trim just then because it was visible from the inside. I wanted to be able to shift click, custom place it. We're gonna redo the whole exterior color scheme, so we're not too worried about the trim color right now. Okay, so if that becomes the sauna, if I flip the sauna, it could fit? What, like, only have one and put it the other way? I have done stuff like that before. And then you kind of get like a little hallway into the sauna, which we could do instead. I don't know. I'm not too concerned about it. But then we have like you say, a little hallway or something. It's probably a slightly nicer way of doing it if we put it like that. Will this be a 2-day or like a 2-day build? Honestly, probably. And that's not really what I wanted out of this. I wanted to finish it in 1 day, but this one has been really getting to me. I feel really stressed about this build, and that's not normal. Like, what? I don't know why I'm letting myself feel like stressed about it, but I feel stressed. Okay, I might actually use the other sauna, the more expensive one. It's not that much more expensive, but it's a little bit more, and it's cool. Okay, so I guess to an extent, maybe this all could become like hallway. What are you doing? Okay, maybe this all becomes hallway in the spa, and we have like, or well, I don't know. I was gonna have a room separate for the massage tables. Maybe that's bad. Massage tables could go in here. Oh, I just was using the delete key, Moist, so I could like sell it and get rid of it. That's not terrible like that. I could give myself a second sauna still if I really wanted to. Make them come in through that small door. And then there could be like the other massage chairs kind of along this way. You know? And that might be okay. Yeah, honestly, in terms of like the small spa section of the build, feels alright to me. Put a little table in between or something. Well, these aren't see-through, Queen. These are frosted, so I can make them see-through. But these are not. That's frosted. You see the difference? This is clear glass, that's frosted glass. I've done see-through doors many times, though, for saunas in this game, and I'll keep doing it, because there's not really a lot of options for doors that work, so I'm not too worried about it. Everybody is... I mean, what's the difference if someone sees you nude in here versus sees you nude from out, like, you're all naked in the sauna, like, you know? Okay, so I'm thinking that in this gym space, we want to get some workout equipment. You wear swimsuits? Yeah, a lot of people wear swimsuits in them too. I mean, it's just personal preference, but in The Sims, they're naked. But they don't really mind being seen in The Sims, so. Do I want to use a rock climbing wall? I don't know. I don't know. From businesses and hobbies, do we want to use a wood floor in at least like some of this? Haven't really thought about that. I do like the color of it. Maybe we could do the tile. Oh, you know what we could swap out is like have a different kind of tile in that part, just because it's cool to have more color or more texture or whatever. I want a fence. I want that little tiny get to work fence. Oh, not in wood though. Could be in like a gray. Yeah, trim between them. Okay, so maybe we could have like this kind of flooring in here just to help split up the spaces. There'll be gym equipment in this area. Do you want to use the spa day gym equipment? I think so. Maybe we could space them out like that. There's open space right here because this is like a little bit of a different size, this wall. But we could give some more lockers so they can watch people from there. And I do like that it has the wood color on it. I think that's kind of a cool accent. I don't really use these spa day ones very often. It's definitely not something that like crosses my mind. Okay, I'm gonna scoot those over. Shall we? Spa day. We can put this thing like in there somehow. We could get a nice sign, like one of the small business signs. I used these, something like this when I did the rec center. I put like a bunch of different signs on the walls outside of the doors to sort of mark what was in each section, although I don't know if any of these really have like spa sort of vibes. We could do like that. There are also spa decals from Spa Day if you wanted to try and put one of those on there, because we could try to like custom place that. And I guess if we custom placed it, I can make this sign smaller. All right, give me a second. This might make more sense. You know what I don't like is it trying to place onto the wall. Yeah, you could do it kind of like that. Okay. So you know where to go to get into the spa. I like it. Upstairs? Do we want to build like our own little wall of what could become a yoga classroom? Oh, maybe we could do it like this. We could use the same doors up here to mimic it. And then this can become where the yoga stuff goes. I sort of like that. Yeah, then we can add like some seating inside. I also have to get doors to put out here onto the balcony. Yeah, we could have like a rooftop garden sort of thing for the meditation that we want to do. That could be nice. Have we saved recently? Probably not recently enough, no. But I will now. I got it, it's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Do you think I could steal some space to put extra bathrooms up there? No, we don't need more bathrooms. What am I talking about? Get it together, Kayla. You know what could be kind of cool is if we use like the really tall waterfall from Spa Day. We could build something fancy for it. Maybe put it on a platform or something. It could be nice from the interior. Okay, and then we can do like the other gym equipment in this area. Juice bar over there. I know, people have been asking for that so much. I guess we could do that in this main section. We could have like seating in here, and then we could do gym equipment up here. Yoga. Oh, I can do this. We can make it look a little bit cooler. Fanciest gym ever. I know, it's really nice. It's one of those like really expensive, like the membership fee for this place. You don't even want to know how much it costs a month. It's nice. Yeah, like a smoothie bar, exactly. But you don't really have that in The Sims, obviously. So we're playing pretend a little bit. But in real life, you can picture it, right? What it would be. Do I want to get more of the tile back here? I do actually really like the splitting up of the floor with different colors. It feels nice to me doing it like that. 200 a month! Could you imagine 200 a month? Oh my god. Yeah, that's how much it costs to come here. The membership is really pricey. Good luck. Okay. I want to get like a little stone sort of flooring. That's not really stone. I was kind of picturing something like that, but I'm not sure if it's ugly. Equinox is $300 a month in New York City. I have heard of that Equinox gym because I watched this vlog from this YouTuber in New York City who got an Equinox membership. And I remember thinking, that is absurd. Like, how can it cost that much money? I forgot that it was $300 a month though. That's even worse. That's kind of what I was picturing though when I said this, about this building being expensive like that. I'm kind of picturing something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about what they have at Equinox. Look, I'm not the target audience of this, but it is an absurd price. I think that we can all agree that that is unreasonable. You'd work there though? Oh, that's the spirit. What kind of sofa? No. Oh, you know what? The refined living room kit one is so good. Do you think if I put this, like, just a small little section for your Sims to sit, and then... Alright, the triple door thing isn't gonna work. But then maybe we could have, like, I don't know, a few little, tables around here. There could be a coffee table in between this. That might be okay. Oh, we could use this one. I never used this one. That might be nice. There's not really a gray swatch though. That's like a grayish green. Maybe not this one. There are 3 here of the Equinox. I don't know if they have any here. I'm looking it up. I'm on maps. No. I don't think so. Equinox C location. Yeah, I don't think so. None. That's good. I think that it's like a city thing though. And Orlando is a city, but it's like, Orlando's like a city. You know? So not really. Different vibe. Okay, I don't really like any of these. There's one in Miami. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Would you like the cheapest sofas? No. Maybe we could do chairs instead of sofas. Sort of like... Oh, this one actually has some potential. What do you think about that? We have massage chairs in the other room. This is mostly supposed to be like a living room sort of chair. I just mean that it's small, GM. Orlando is a city, technically. Like, it's not like not a city, but when you're talking about cities in the US and we're comparing it to like New York City, Chicago, like Orlando is not like that. Like it's much smaller than that. So very different. Maybe I could put another set of those this little couch thing over here, because I really actually liked that. Yeah, it's just a lot less urban. I'm sure that where you live has a similar sort of thing going, where, you know, there's like places that are more urban. bigger. Okay, let's get a couple chairs to put at these tables. I don't really know what ones I'm imagining for this. They have like some gray tables. I don't really know if I like it like this. I've played a bunch of House Flipper, right? I haven't played House Flipper in probably like, I don't know, maybe it was like 2 months ago when I last streamed it. But I like House Flipper, it's a fun game. Dan's been playing a bunch of House Flipper on stream, believe it or not, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I have like YouTube videos on it and stuff too from a while ago. He's playing it right now. I didn't know he was playing it right now, that's funny. One of us. He's been playing a lot of it. Oh, you know what? These refined living room pictures might be good for in here. It's either that or like some of the gym artwork from Love Struck, but I feel like the gym artwork, it's almost like not as, I don't know, it's not as good. Like it doesn't feel as like fancy. This place is fancy and expensive, so we need to stick to that. Do you think I can get away with using this right here? I really like the bamboo on the walls. Okay. I don't want to use that one. I want to use this, but in black. Yeah, okay. Bamboo looks expensive. Yeah, and it is expensive. Like, look at this, 1,105. I made a video recently where I was trying to build a starter home using Spa Day. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll use the Spa Day bamboo. I placed it, I said, oh, maybe I won't use the Spa Day bamboo. Even the small one is like 600 simoleons. So yeah, bamboo, probably not in the cards for us. In a starter home at least. In this place, it's fine. In the starter home I was making, did not work for me. Okay, I like those. Maybe we could get, yeah, like this trash can, big and fancy. I think maybe I should have stuck to these being only 2 chairs. So there's more walking space. What do you think about the color scheme in here? Is it okay like that? Oh, wait. I forgot the ceiling was double height. I can't have these counter lights. Dang. That's disappointing. Well, scratch that plan, I guess. Doesn't work. Mosquito huge chandelier. Yeah, there's a bunch of big chandeliers that we can use. The mosquito one is fun. I don't use that one as much. What if I sized it up? Whoa. Hey, that's cool. Looks cool from up here too. Yeah, Spa Day has some too, but the Spa Day ones are a little bit different. They're, let me show you. The Spa Day ones are very, they're like tighter, I guess. Do you see? So like, and also because they're a lot longer, it's like if you size this up, it won't really work. So it's nice that this is wider and shorter. All right. Oh, that can't be done. Okay, never mind. You take it back. These are cool. These like up lights. Maybe I could get a couple of those. No, I don't know. It's Shift C, Ray, to get more options for the round roofs. You gotta hold Shift and C at the same time while you're clicking on a roof, and then it gives you more options for rounding them. Oh, that could be kind of nice. Just a little wall light. Let me get some speakers. That's a good point. They have a spa day speaker that we could use. Probably want to put a few of them around. Like another one over there too. The first Sims game I ever played was My Sims Kingdom, Aaron. Which I don't know if is many people's first Sims game, but it was mine. And then I played The Sims 3. At least like that was how I got started. I've played The Sims 2 since then, but I didn't start with The Sims 2 like a lot of people did, and I wasn't playing The Sims when The Sims 1 was around. I was a little bit too young. So a lot of people my age played The Sims 1, but they had like older siblings and stuff, and I was the oldest, so I didn't have that opportunity. Okay. I keep forgetting about my lighting. Maybe one of the base game ones. Are you, Ayla? That makes sense. I mean, I can see that. A lot of my friends who grew up playing The Sims 1 as well, they had like a neighbor who was a little bit older than them. And they were like 4 years old playing on their neighbor's computer with it. But we didn't have like a PC or a computer or anything when I was that young anyway, so. I missed out. All right, let's get some more of the gym equipment. Spa day. They do have an actual bar from Spa Day, but I don't think I want to use that. I want to use the little like boba thing. Okay, we can put those all the way across. I do like that. I think that looks really nice. Or maybe I should have done it like that, and then maybe I should wait, I don't know. You were 3 watching your brother play? Yeah. Universal experience. That's kind of fun though. Do you think that's too tight? I don't really know if I like it. You like it? Okay. That's relieving, honestly. Punching bags outside. Well, we were gonna put a bunch of, like, on the outside up here, I was planning on putting, like, a bunch of meditation stools. In real life, yes. In The Sims, no. Okay, fair enough. That's one way of looking at it. I wonder if we could layer this. And then if I can maybe have these. Oh, that's terrible though. If you're trying to get outside to go meditate and you got people throwing punches while you're trying to get through. That wouldn't be any good. What if I face them like this way towards each other? Just so there's a little bit more clear walking space. Do you think it looks better like that? It might not be as realistic, but maybe like functionally it looks a little bit better. Awkward to face someone else? Yeah, but you'd be facing these people anyway, so. I'll flip these 2 opposite directions. Eventually, I've just had so much going on. Honestly, like, I was traveling and like my family's dog died and I just don't have the capacity to deal with making a review of that game right now. Like, it's not, I gotta let life calm down a little bit, you know? It's too much. There's too much happening in my personal life. I'm not handling things well, so you have to bear with me. Okay, I like that layout. Let's put the yoga stuff in here then. We could probably get some glass on the roof if we wanted. Maybe I could put like... Guys, do you remember what that thing is called? I always forget what it's called. The little glass floor piece from Island Living. Although we don't need to be using Island Living today. Maybe I won't use it. If I don't use Island Living, we can make this a little bit bigger. Clear. Oh yeah, I can look up the word clear and find it. What if I had this, come up a little bit? Hold. It might look cool. Just wait. I don't know. I actually don't think I've used any kits yet. Queen. Oh, I have only one. We have one kit in here. Refined living room. Oh, we already have Island Living chairs. Oh well. So the option is to have that be like flat to the ground or to have it be raised up a little bit. I kind of prefer it flat. I guess, I don't know. It looks okay raised up. Oh, but keep in mind, this is the front of the lot. Oh, you can't even see it. But this is the front of the lot, so it would be like a weird triangle. I don't think that's good. We'll make it flat like that. All right. So we'll do huge mirrors in here from Lovestruck. And then I'm gonna add in all the yoga stuff in here afterward. Maybe make that a wood color. Okay, so we want the yoga instructor's mat that we can put up there. Scoot this over a little bit. I think I'm gonna give them some more lockers in here. I know I'm putting these lockers like everywhere, but it is nice to have. And it takes up a lot of room. Plain color? I don't know. I'm gonna add the class board. Well, I wasn't gonna add the class board because in here, this is like an actual class. Like there's a separate yoga class thing that comes with spa day. That is kind of what I was envisioning for this room. But maybe. We could do a few lockers and a bench or something, I don't know. We have space in the back though. The thing is, this class yoga mat doesn't go all the way to the back of the classroom. But I suppose that isn't a huge deal if those two aren't technically a part of the class. We could try it. I kind of want them all to be the same color. But I don't really know what color that would be. Let me look at all the stuff from Spa Day so we can kind of filter through it. Gym was the right choice. Yeah, I like all the big windows for the gym. I feel like if we had done this as like the nightclub that we had originally talked about, I feel like all the windows that we have wouldn't have made any sense. And like with how we've laid this out right now, I feel like it looks cool and it makes sense. And I don't know, I just feel like this worked out better. because of how we've done it than if we had done our original plan. I will make a nightclub soon, though, to make it up to you. I promise. Oh, those aren't even painted. Yeah, we have like those little weights from Lovestruck too. Where are you? God, I want a search feature so bad. Oh! Hey, wait a minute. I think that it would be really good of us to have a supply closet somewhere. Where? I don't know, anywhere. But I feel like we are all in agreement that that is a very useful object. The sauna woohoo has been broken for like months, maybe even longer. So we can have a bonus option. Open the other side. Well, I don't like the... I don't know. I don't like it over there. It's been broken. The sauna woohoo? Yeah, it's weird. The sauna stuff in general has been having a bunch of problems. It's just been kind of buggy recently, the sauna stuff. Okay, spa day again. I'm gonna look through everything in spa day. I was doing this before and then I got distracted, so we're back. I know I want this. I can put that thing up there. Yeah, it's not just you, Veronica. It's definitely like a known problem, the sauna stuff not working right. Oh, here, that's where I can put this thing to fill in this wall. I can put the columns inside too, perhaps. Scoot that way back. I don't know, makes for kind of an interesting setup, maybe. The saunas are functional when they're not like glitchy. To answer your question, they should be functional. Okay, I'm gonna move outside for a little bit because I'm stressing myself out with that room. So I'm just gonna go out. I saw Bruce say dumpster back here, and now I'm gonna do it. So really, you can blame Bruin. You can blame Bruin. I haven't, honestly, I haven't thought about that in like 6 months. You guys, I had an unimaginably bad experience with my last merch company. I don't want to like disparage them on the internet, but like, I was not paid. I've been paid now, but I was not paid. So I don't know. I just really, yeah, I've been wary about merch companies. It's not been on my mind. Like, I just have not, yeah. We gotta cross that bridge in the future when there's less going on. So eventually, hopefully, like later this year, life will calm down a little bit and then we can start thinking about these things again. But I don't know, like the wedding was happening and I was just so busy and yeah, wasn't on my mind much. But hopefully things will calm down again soon. Not yet with the fundraiser next month. We're not there yet, but eventually. Okay, I'm gonna put a bunch of these down and we're gonna put some cars in the back. Bike rack time? Well, we could do a bike rack here. Maybe we have a few little cars and then also bikes. I've been doing quite a bit of both in these builds that I've been making in this world, so I'm open to that. Okay. There's this little car could be good. They really are such different sizes. Maybe you've backed in. Then we could do the bike rack right here, and then this could be where the dumpster goes. We like enclose it. Same fence. The little debug thing that I put behind the cars is actually from Strangerville. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I always feel bad, but it's this parking stop thing from Strangerville. Okay, I'm gonna get the bike racks from businesses and hobbies. Because you could definitely see people biking here to this lot too, so that works out. Okay. I always feel like that is just slightly not correctly placed. It needs like over a tiny bit. Yeah, something like that, and then we can do the dumpster right here. There's a bike rack item also that comes in for rent, but it's another debug thing, and the for rent one, it's just like the floor stuff. It doesn't have any bikes attached to it, so you can put your own in there. But this is definitely the best bike rack that we've got out of all the debug stuff. Out of all the debug things and all the packs and everything. Okay, I like that to take up space in that corner. I think that's pretty good. Let's start thinking about maybe some wall colorings in here. Am I gonna do wood inside of the sauna? Like make it all wood in the sauna? That was kind of my initial plan, but then I should probably use the other sauna instead, right? It just doesn't have quite the right colors. It's like a different wood tone. Unless you like the black with the wood, I don't know. I guess we can think about that. Let's readjust colors in here. Oh, I guess these can come in black. Black looks fancier. Okay. I'm good with that. I don't like the wood tones on these items. I guess I'll try it though. These are the ones that are like supposed to match each other, right? I think that's okay. Oh, Brew, I haven't played with the Outdoor Retreat bug collection in so long. This is like a spoiler for part of my new Legacy challenge, but one of the generations is about like the Outdoor Retreat stuff. Because I'm trying to use a bunch of things that I never play with in it. And Outdoor Retreat is the one. I just never ever use that stuff, like, actually ever. As I'm sure you all can maybe relate to. Yeah, I don't like the colors on these. Can I stick to the lighter one? I don't know. It's hard, just beware. Oh, I know. Outdoor Retreat was a different time. Spa day. Maybe we do it like that. Yeah, I prefer the lighter. I agree. It's just like really throwing me with the darker colors, so. It's just because the wood is a little bit more orangey toned on it, so I'm like overthinking it. But it's really okay. It's vegetables, Rat. The theme is vegetables. No, I don't like this. I guess I want to put like a little side table in between these, don't I? What sort of table do we want to use? We're gonna start playing it in May, Maddie. We'll start play testing it together in May during the fundraiser. I think it'll be kind of a fun thing for us to do throughout the month of May, so. What if we did like a little bit of it, I made it like a little bit asymmetrical and had it on just the left side of 2 of the chairs? Amanda, unfortunately, you're not that far off from part of it. The carrot generation is horse themed. I've also been writing like a base game version as I go, and the me trying to figure out a base game alternative to horse stuff, I was like, I'm so lost. So I went with cow plants. And like the whole thing is themed around cow plants as the base game version, but it doesn't hit the same. So well, I showed Christine part of it, Brew. I showed Christine the tomato stuff. I guess I didn't show the rest of you anything. But it's only fair that Christine gets to see the tomatoes, you know? Okay. I'm not picking favorites. Christine also happened to DM me literally as I was typing about the tomato generation. So I was like, well, I'll probably just show what I'm working on as we speak, you know? Do I like that? I want to like it, but I don't know. No, it's the opposite, JC. It's called Very Veggie. It's kind of a meme. It's supposed to be like a play on the Not So Berry challenge, but like the complete opposite of it. Does that make sense? So it's meant to be kind of silly. You've heard of Not So Berry. Get ready for the Very Veggie like challenge. It's the opposite, you know? That was kind of the plan. It's dumb. It's really dumb. On purpose, though. Oh, I like that. We can put a nice mirror above it or something. I like these spa day round mirrors. There's also a really nice one from Get Famous that has like LED lights around it. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's good. Will there be a cucumber gen? No, there's not. When I was picking the vegetables for it, maybe I'm revealing too much right now. When I was picking all the vegetables for it, I was trying to make sure that they were all different colors. So I only have one, actually I have 2 green vegetables. The first and last one are green. But the rest I was trying to have like different colors, because I think what's fun about Not So Berry is the like color theme thing. So I was trying to pick different, yeah, like the eggplant costume. Exactly. But I was trying to use like colorful ones. Yeah, there's a potato gen too. Yeah. Yeah. I was also getting desperate. So we also have a mushroom. And their color is beige, which is a little sad, but it is what it is. That's the one that does all the outdoor retreat stuff. Okay, let's pick some wall art. Not the fungus. Yeah. Yeah, beige is no worse than the gray in Not So Berry. It's fine. I think it's fine to have something like that, you know? And we can have like a little bit of a sad beige baby energy to it, and that's okay. I'm gonna stick to that color. I actually really like that thing. I think it looks good. Okay. Yeah, and when I start playing the challenge on stream in May, bear in mind, like, we're gonna play through it together for the first time. Like, I'm not playing it off stream. I want to play it together for the first time, so we might change stuff, like, as we play it. I might realize, like, oh, this isn't fun, so I'm gonna change this, or like, oh, I need to add something to that, you know. So when we play it for the first time, we might adjust it a little bit before we are, like, done with it, you know. We're like beta testing it, exactly. But we're gonna start that in May. The plan is to start it on the first Saturday in May, so that's May 3rd. And we're gonna play it like all day. Not May 1st, because there's kits coming out on May 1st. So I want to like try to take advantage of the kit release on May 1st, because that's the first day of the fundraiser, and they're dropping Sims packs. Like, that works out pretty well for us. So we won't play it on May 1st, but that weekend we'll play it. I don't know what colors I want to use. Maybe this color could be one of them. I do like that. Maybe there could be like a cool tile on this wall. Maybe like the growing together one. Too much color, too much grout. No. Maybe the base game one, or spa day. Could be spa day instead. No. No. I don't like it. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of silly goofy on purpose, so I'm just warning you. It's a little bit silly. No, maybe I should have made this back wall. Maybe it should have been wood. Oh, I bought the thank you cards today too for the fundraiser. That was a big deal. It's really hard for me to know how many of them to buy. Like last year I bought 800 and it wasn't enough. I had to buy extra. We ended up needing like exactly 1,000 last year. And then you wonder, like, do you buy the same amount as last year? Do you buy more? Like, buying that many is a little bit wild. I'm kind of scared I'm gonna have too many. Obviously, like, with everything going on right now, like, I mean, who knows? The economy is... So, like, will we raise... I just don't know. But I bought a lot of them today. So, fingers crossed it all goes according to plan. I guess if you have... My thought is, like, if I have too many... Like, I often need... I send out a lot of extras for people who have, like, theirs get lost in the mail and stuff. So, having too many is not, like, a huge problem, you know? There are worse things to overbuy than, like, some paper cards. It hasn't started yet, Jay. It hasn't started yet. It'll be in May. But yeah, anyway. I'm just feeling really nervous with all the things as they begin. Shella is almost done with the stickers too. Oh my god. Speaking of the devil, where did you come from? That's weird. Hi, Shella. What are the chances of that? You're in my walls. She's in my walls. Seems like it. What do we think? Maybe we make these like a darker color. I do like that. I can't tell. I think chat is going to like the goods I'm making. Yeah, we have something fun up our sleeve. I like it, so hopefully everybody else likes it. We have some plans. That needs to be more solid than that, actually. Okay, those could be fine. That could work, I think. And we get maybe a big plant too. I doing a shell challenge this year, like for part of the fundraiser? Yeah, we have the past few years, so we'll do it again this year. I think I'm gonna make it really bad though. Like I think it's gonna be really, quite something. Yes, be evil. Yeah, that's kind of my thought for it. We might regret that, but I think it'll be a good time. Okay, spa day. Let's get some decorations. Like these little sorts of things, you know? You want it to be huge? Okay, I'm not gonna make it that big. I feel like you have to pick your battles, you know? And if we're making it really horrible, it shouldn't also be giant. It has to be like medium and horrible, or like easy and big, or I guess, I don't know, maybe not easy. Should never be easy, but I don't think it should be giant on top of it. I feel like that'll be a bit much and then we'll be upset with ourselves. Okay. Let's put a couple of these little guys. Can I have a basement? Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes with not even sometimes, usually with the shell builds, if I'm being completely honest with you, we usually like come into those shells and why must you angle like that? So annoying. I usually come into the shell and figure it out on stream. Like I don't really come into the building of the exterior with a plan. That kind of sounds bad, but it's like meant to be, at least I think of it as being more fun that way. When you just come into it and like wing it in front of everybody. It usually ends up being quite the journey. Okay, should there have been a sink? Make a shell in the shape of a St. Jude logo. Okay, we actually talked about that last year as an idea, but the problem is, like, this is the St. Jude logo. And like, how, you know, like how, you can't really make that in The Sims, like as a build. So, curves, oh God. No, it would be, yeah, maybe like an S and a J or something. But even then, I think it's better when it's a little bit more chaotic than just that. But it's kind of a difficult shape. We did talk about that last year, though, as an option. It was a whole thing, and we were like, this isn't working. Because you can't really get a curve that's like this thin anyway, so then it becomes like just a rectangle, and it was just kind of weird. It was just kind of weird. Kind of looks like a top hat. Yeah. Yeah, it does have that sort of energy a little bit. Okay, was I gonna put a sink in here? Some people said candles too. So we could do that. Do it in landscaping. You could also do it with like terrain paint, I guess. That's another idea. Oh. I don't like them. I have a couple drink trays over here already, so I feel like I shouldn't put more. I do think that this needs to be more planty. I have seen stuff like that before too, Baby Mare. It's really impressive what people can do out of terrain paint. Oh, Nikki, look, I wasn't gonna say it because I was hoping people had forgotten. I will probably do a mod shell again this year, but that's gonna be a fundraiser incentive. We're gonna have to raise some money first, and then we can consider a mod shell again. For all we know, honestly, the mods could have potentially already started thinking about this, by the way. I don't know if they have, but last year, they had like a secret plan going on Discord. They haven't? Okay, What mod shell? Don't make a mod shell. You don't need to do that. I think that's unnecessary, mods. Don't put yourselves out and put all that extra time into something like that. You know, we don't need to do that. That seems like I just would hate to make things difficult for you, mods. So out of the kindness of my heart, I won't ask you to make a mod shell. Yes, I'm just so generous, and I just think of you all so much. No takesies, backsies. I wish I could. I wish I could. What do you think about that? Is it bad? Maybe we do it in black. I feel like we need to get more of this like grayish color, honestly. A color that's kind of similar to the tone of the... It's kind of like a grayish almost. And it's relatively light. Oh, that's the color. Yeah, I want to have like the color of the columns, basically. Because I feel like we'll need to use that around a little bit. Okay. That's good. I feel like now that we have a color scheme plan, I'm feeling a lot better. Unmod everyone, can't have a mod shell without mods. That is like the most unhinged suggestion. You know what I don't need going into the busiest month of my life, probably? Mods. I think I can manage. Hey, I'll be good. Yeah, I can run like a month worth of streams. Yeah, sure. Right. They said, good luck with that. Oh God, we shouldn't even joke about this. No, that needs to be a cooler color. Maybe we do tile behind this. This thing could be like this color. We can get some wood along there. Or maybe the wood could go like along here. All right, that works. That works. Yeah, I'm gonna do it as one of the streams this month, Merlin. I meant to do it last year, and then I thought maybe it would be better to save it as like a specialty stream. So we're gonna do it in one of the streams in May, is the plan. And the showers are lowered on a platform, yeah. Okay, love struck. No, businesses and hobbies. I'm gonna use the businesses and hobbies one. Oh, sorry for yawning. Put this right here on the wall. Have I saved? Probably not, no. Let's do that now. That's a good idea. We'll do that in the month of May too. We'll do another one. Well, I don't want to like, there's a reason I don't really say the schedule in advance because things might still change, but I do have a reading stream planned for like one of the Sundays. Not the first Sunday in May, but the second Sunday in May. The first Sunday in May, I have 2 streams planned for, neither of which is passive like a reading stream. So, it should be an interesting month. We have a lot of ideas, so. Yeah, I won't forget them, Sims Lover. I just haven't put anything outside yet. There's no furniture outside, so. Okay. Maybe we could put up I want to get some aprons, or not aprons, I meant robes. Aprons. I want to get some robes on the wall. These might be okay in blue, honestly. So, will there be more kit code giveaways? Yeah, I have some kit codes that we can give away on the streams in May. Not today. Don't hear the word giveaway and get excited. I'm not doing any giveaways until May. I won't be using any of the codes that I have until then. I'm saving them for the fundraiser at this point. But we will do giveaways, and I have some kit codes. Okay. I like that. I think that's nice. Maybe we could put a picture over here or something. Blue. A stream cooking from the Sims unofficial cookbook. I actually don't have that cookbook. They asked me if I wanted to be involved with it. This was a long time ago. And I said, well, only if vegetarian, because I'm not like putting my name on a cookbook that has meat recipes. And they were like, oh, never mind. We don't want you anymore. Which is like, fair enough. That would have been cool though. I kind of like that picture. I feel like that kind of has a cool vibe for the locker room with the Sims and the swimsuits and stuff. Maybe I'll scoot in just a little bit. Okay. I feel good about this so far, I think. Should we do this bathroom a little bit more now? I haven't done any of the exterior coloring. I don't think we're gonna finish this all in one stream. I think that we're probably gonna need a little bit more time than that. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna put another small bathroom back here, and then maybe there could be like some vending machines or something in this little area. I think that might be all right. But that's nice, because this way if you're outside, you don't have to go all the way in to get to the bathrooms. I agree. I really, really like the toilet stalls from this pack. They're super nice. They've done a really good job with them. I guess we probably want to have some windows outside. This is the new one. It doesn't come in like any of the right colors, which is really annoying. But we could probably try it. What do you think? Put these in here. Yeah, I'm thinking I will try and put a couple of showers in this little space too, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, they're the Hobbies pack, these toilet stalls. Maybe we try different windows then. Okay, columns on all the edges. I can put this in here. Do columns again. Showers can go right there, and then we can get a couple sinks in this little area. That feels good to me. Yeah, we're making a gym right now, yes. A gym using a lot of the businesses and hobbies stuff. Lactose intolerant comes with cottage living, that trade. Kind of a funny one. Yeah, I'm with you, chat, with the lactose intolerant trait and like vegetarian being traits, maybe not being the best method for it. I don't know, it's hard because like you don't really want to have like it's on one hand it's like kind of funny that like, oh, you're lactose intolerant and it's like your entire personality, haha, because a lot of people like joke like that in real life, but I don't know. You kind of just wish that maybe it was like if there was a way for like preferences, like the likes and dislikes, to have some sort of like dietary preference settings instead of it being a trait. I feel like that might be a better way, you know? But who knows? Yeah, if there was like a food likes and dislikes, because you could use that for beyond just like a dietary restriction thing. You could just say that maybe they don't like a certain, I don't know, maybe they don't like, I guess, I don't know, I was gonna say vegetables, but that sounds dumb. That's too broad. But at least you could put like their favorites, and like we had a favorite food category in The Sims 3, and yeah, I just think that would be a nice touch if we had that again. A kid disliking veggies, yeah, see? It's cute. It's cute. So I would love to see them add something like that in. I don't know if that's like a high priority for them. Probably not, because we already have some food preferences. And honestly, it's not like the highest priority for me either. Like, I wouldn't pick that as like the #1 thing I want them to add to The Sims 4. But if they did add it, I'd be like, oh, this is cool. I wouldn't be mad if we got it. Where's that cool, like, bluish color? Oh, no, I don't like that on this wall. Maybe I take it and I put it, like, here. Oh, wrong. Here. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, Prada, I have so many ideas like that too. Like how you described it as like non-priority features. Like there's so many little things that would be cool for them to add to the game, but it's just not like the #1 thing I want to see them add to the game. Right? In May, will streams be longer or just more of them? I mean, like kind of a mix of both, Eleni. Some days I might stream longer, some days I might stream twice. I'm intending to stream every day, including on Sundays, even though like obviously normally I don't stream on Sundays. The intention is to stream on Sundays as well. So the goal is to be live every day and for, I don't know, any amount of time, I guess. If it's only an hour, because that's all I can manage on some random day, so be it. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay. I like that as the little bathroom in there. I think that's super nice. What do we then put in here? I'm gonna use these, my favorite lights. You had to take a break from your reading. Your eyes were starting to glaze over. Fair enough. Fair enough. How long have you been reading for, Miv? When I've done like days where I read all day, I have to like stop after like 2 hours and have like a don't look at my Kindle moment. Cause it starts to like blur together. It's like go like take a walk around the backyard or something, you know? Oops. At least 3 hours this morning, another 3 just now. That's so fun though. I'm glad that you get time to do that today. When I was on my vacation, I went on the cruise like last week, 2 weeks ago. When was it? I don't know. Whenever. And I was reading a lot like that when I was away, and I really enjoyed having an opportunity to do that. You don't always have time for stuff like that, so it's fun when you do. Oh, my stream is really lagging. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully it fixes itself, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna probably start crying, and then we're gonna be in trouble. Ooh, that's fun, brew. Sounds like a good book. So... yeah, that's good. Put it like that so we can have some more light. It's scary, don't read it. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I trust you. I think it fixed itself. Yeah, I can see that it fixed itself. If it happens again, like the lag being really bad, I don't want to have to end stream early, but if we start having trouble, then so what? I'll leave. That's a threat, Twitch. It was actually, I think, my internet. We've been dealing with a lot of construction in our neighborhood. Not even in our neighborhood, like nearby our neighborhood. Like they just like repaved a road and stuff. And because of it, those people that were like repaving the road like last month or whenever, we had basically no internet for almost a whole week because they like messed up with some sort of cable or something. And it was ruined, and that was a disaster. And now they're still doing construction, and I think that's causing me to have some kind of unstable internet because they are messing with things. So that's pretty annoying and bad, but it is what it is. It's outside of our control, so. But that's why I think it was so bad when we were live on, when was it? When we played Among Us, whatever day that was. They should stop? Yeah, I would like them to as well. That would be nice. That would be lovely. It was Tuesday. Oh yeah, that was the 1st. Duh. How could I forget? It was April Fool's Day. Let's get a cool ceiling light. You know, kid, at least you've got a plan. Can I tell you, have you read a book called Remarkably Bright Creatures? You probably have. That one's about fish. I like that book a lot. I made Dan, or well, he hasn't read it yet. I'm making Dan read it. I also gave it to my mom for Christmas, and she didn't read that yet either. I've tried so hard to get my mom to read the books that I like, and she has been like, it's because she mostly reads like all kinds of nonfiction stuff. And so she reads that and like usually listens to it on audiobook, and then I've lent her some of the books that I like. Just like, I'm like, Mom, you should read fiction. Like, you would enjoy this. And she's tried, but then she never finishes them. And I'm like, Mom, you would love this if you just let yourself read it. Like, but she never finishes them. Very sad. Okay, I love that so far. That's good. Looking a little bit better from the outside too. Your mom also reads nonfiction and doesn't finish books? Yeah. It's about octopuses, not fish, so I won't be reading it. Sorry, Simsy. Okay, fair enough. But it like takes place sort of in an aquarium. So there's fish around. But you don't have to read it. Your mom likes horror and crime? Yeah. That's fun. Well, I don't like horror books. I'm just being nice. I need to move the column back inside the brown wall. Oh, this one. Yeah. Because I put the platform there. This is sad, this wall situation, but maybe we could have a couple of these, like small, no. You've read some good ocean-based thrillers. Oh, I can't do thrillers. I have put myself in timeout from thriller books because I have caused myself deep anxiety and then been unable to sleep for days. So I don't do that anymore. I like internalize media too much. Movies, TV shows, especially books. Yeah, so I don't read thrillers anymore. I also read one horror book last year. Never should have done that. Shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. You like YA thrillers? See, I tried that too, Brew, and I only read, I read the 3 Good Girls Guide to Murder books last year, and I also read a book from the same author called 5 Survive about a shooting. I'm the dumbest person alive. What was I thinking? Girl who can't read thriller books? Yeah, read the shooting book. Mistake. That was my bad. Like, I shouldn't have read that. But I did. Why did I do that? I don't know. But anyway, I'm out with thrillers. No more of that. No more of that. Okay, that's done. I should stop. Where do we go next? Maybe like, oh, we can go back to the yoga room. How about that? I need like a table or something. Maybe some chairs. I've been using a lot of the same chairs, but I just like them. I just think they're nice. You know? You can do scary violence as long as it's scary, magical, fantasy violence. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, certain things that are like too violent are not for me. Like, there are times that I find myself having to like skim over like certain extremely violent scenes because I'm like, it's just not, it's not my vibe. I'm not interested in reading this like long thing that is gory and descriptive, you know? You love things like this? Yeah, a lot of people do like stuff like that. It's just not for me. I don't even watch like action films though. Like, I don't know. Like, there are even parts of like Onyx Storm that I was like, this is a bit much. Like, there's a lot of battling, and I just don't really like care, you know. So there were like, especially like some of the end of Onyx Storm, I was like, oh boy, here we go. Like, found the battling boring, not scary. Well, that's why, that was sort of my thought of it too. It's not that I'm like scared of it, Brew. It's that I'm not interested in reading about this. Like, reading a long battle scene, it's not like, oh, I'm so scared. It's just like, I literally don't care about this. Like, it's just fight, fight, fight. Somebody's probably like gonna get hurt, but whatever. Like, and it just goes on and on. So I'm not my favorite. Okay, I'm gonna scoot these up just a tiny bit, all of these things. That's better. You with descriptions of sports games? Oh yeah, like I just can't bring myself to care about that either. Nothing happens till the end of the scene. Exactly, it's the same as like in an action movie. It's just like on and on and on until, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. And some people have the exact opposite feeling. It's like their favorite part of it. And that's wonderful, but it's not for me. Dan reads a lot of books like that. He also reads a lot of like, I don't know, like sci-fi type stuff that I'm so unbelievably uninterested in. Like I can't even express to you how not interested I am in some of these like weird zombie things that he reads. I just don't care about, I don't care about zombies. I don't wish to consume zombie media. So, it's not for me. Movies, TV shows, any of it. Oh, Dan loved Project Hail Mary. I think that I would like Project Hail Mary. I'm not a huge, like, sci-fi person, but I think that Project Hail Mary kind of, like, transcends genre in that sense. Like, everybody who reads that book is like, this is the most amazing book that I've ever read. So I probably would like that one. I haven't read it myself, though. But Dan, that was, like, his favorite book of last year. So you would like it. It's so good. I sobbed. Yeah. But everybody speaks so highly of that one. So maybe I'll pick it up eventually. We have it, so I could read it. I've heard the audiobook of it is really good, though. So maybe I could try that. I'm getting better at audiobooks. I used to have a really hard time listening to fiction audiobooks. Because it was hard for me to, like, focus enough on it. I listened to a lot of nonfiction audiobooks, but I've been getting better at fiction audiobooks. I've listened to, like, 4 of them this year. And I'm listening to The Wedding People right now, but maybe I'll try Project Hail Mary on audio. Because that would be good. Yeah, with, like, a tactile task is fun. Exactly. I listen to it a lot when I'm, like folding laundry, cleaning. When I've been sewing is the big one that I've listened to a lot of audiobooks from. I don't know how people listen to audiobooks and work. Like, I can't type and listen to an audiobook. Like, my brain can't handle the processing of that noise and also me trying to think and write. So it's more like when you're doing slightly more mindless things. But I can't do it when I'm actually working. You'd be like typing what you're hearing. Exactly. But when I'm sewing, like, I'm just, like, sat there, like, cutting squares, you know? And then I can be listening to it while I do that. So yeah, I can see that, Jean. I put off reading The Wedding People for so long because I thought that I wouldn't like it. Like, the topic, I was like, I think this might be too much for me. Like, big trigger warning for suicide. Like, that's, like, the whole theme of the book. So I thought that I wouldn't be able to read it. I was like, I don't think that I'm gonna be able to do this. But everybody I know that has read it is like, this is the most amazing book ever. So I thought I would try it again. And I'm like halfway through the audiobook now, and I've been liking it. It's like, it's heavy, but it's also, like, funny, which is nice too. Like, the characters are very interesting. The whole storyline is about, like, the other main character is, like, this woman who's hosting $1 million wedding at this hotel, and she is, like, something else. So it's kind of funny in that sense. Like, the other people involved are kind of funny. So yeah, I don't know, big trigger warning for that one. But I've liked it so far. I haven't finished it though yet. I'll probably finish it in the next couple of days though. $1 million? Yeah, I know. There's this whole thing in the book. It's not really a spoiler because it's, like, the whole point. But the woman is, like, going on and on about how her dad died, and the last thing he did was leave her this money, and he, like, wanted her to get married so bad. So, like, the way that she's choosing to honor him is by spending all of the money on the wedding. And, like, he would have wanted this. And I'm just kind of like, well, $1 million on one wedding is like, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, it's kind of funny. You couldn't stand letting people because of her? Yeah. Maybe, like, invest it. I mean, I can think of a lot of ways that you could honor your father with that money that maybe feel, like, more practical. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Okay, do we like these over here, or is this too much? I can't tell. Your dad would rise from his grave if you did that, right? Like shake some sense into you. Yeah, I mean, they're rich. Like if her dad has this kind of money just laying around, like she grew up very wealthy and like the person she's marrying is rich. So it's not just like she spent all her money and she has no money left. But I don't know. I find it hard to justify the spending of $1 million on a wedding no matter what. Like, doesn't matter the situation we're in. I'm like, maybe this is too much. Like, so she has more money. But, right? Like, what does $1 million wedding even look like? Well, the whole point of the book is that it's like her wedding week. And everybody is, like, she's rented out the entire hotel. And everybody is there for, like, this entire week for the wedding. And there's, like, a party every night. They went on a yacht. Like, there's, like, a lot of activities going on. So the money is going to places like that, too. But anyway, it's very interesting. I would love to see, this is obviously a fake story, but I would love to see a budget breakdown. I see a lot of videos on TikTok, because I got kind of on like wedding TikTok, because I had a wedding about a month ago in real life. And I see a lot of videos of people talking about their budgets for weddings on TikTok. And it's fascinating to me to see the range of people's weddings and like how they spend the money on the weddings. And there'll be people, because the video will be like, brides, comment down below, like, what was your budget for the wedding? And sometimes the people that have like really pricey weddings are like, I don't know, it was maybe like 200K. And they don't even know the exact number. And I'm just like, what do you mean maybe like? What do you mean you don't know? What? And then like the normal people have an exact number because they know how much money they spent on the wedding. But you just read these comments and it ranges from like $3,000 to like $200,000. What? But I think it's because those people that are commenting that, it wasn't their money anyway. It was their parents' money as well. So that's why they don't know, because they didn't spend it. Somebody else spent it. So they're just like, it was probably like this much. Another planet. Another planet. But I love to hear about what they bought. It's very interesting to me. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I can see that, Cryptid. I think a lot of people have that experience. Or that feeling about it. I mean, the wedding goes by so fast, so. But whatever makes you happy and that whatever you can afford, do what you need to do. $200,000 is a lot of money. That's kind of a scary number, actually, so. I mean, even if they had a wedding planner doing all the booking, they still would have signed off on it. Like, I hired a wedding planner and like, you know, she would like come back to me and recommend like, oh, you know, here's like a list of caterers that we've worked with before. But I still knew like exactly, I was talking to all the caterers. I knew how much each of them cost. I know what I signed. I wrote the check, you know, I paid them. So I don't know. But I guess when you're in a position like that, and also if somebody else is fully paying, and maybe there are some kinds of wedding planners where you just say like, spend whatever. Here's like your top budget, spend whatever. I don't know. I can't imagine that. But I guess probably some people do that. Wild thought, huh? Okay, let me scoot these closer together. With the dress having no wedding limit. Okay, do you want to talk about the budgets for dresses for a second? Did anybody else grow up watching Say Yes to the Dress, like on TLC? And did you also have the thought, because I would watch this show, and it's like people wedding dress shopping, and they'd be on there being like, my budget is $30,000. And then a girl would be like, mine's $10,000. And I would be like, only $10,000? Wow, cheap. Like, what is wrong with you? And the dress is like, what kind of planet are we on? And this was like 2010 as well. Like, this was a long time ago. And My 4 Weddings, the whole premise of My 4 Weddings is absolutely unhinged evil. On that show, I haven't watched it in years, but I used to watch this like every week because it would be on TLC and I was like 12 watching it. But the whole premise was that these people would all go to each other's weddings and like rank the dress, rank the food, like they would give everybody a score, and then the winner would get their honeymoon paid for. And the people on there were mean. They were mean to each other about it. You're ranking some other girl's dress and being like, it was ugly. 3 points. Oh my god. I loved that show though. I really liked it when I was younger, but I haven't seen it in a long time. And I'm sure that it was like really played up and like lied about for the camera and stuff, but I don't think they were friends. I think they got like randomly paired together, Taylor. I can't really remember. I mean, I was watching this show so long ago when I was a kid, so I don't really remember the specifics. It's just looking back on that was wild. Must not care about your wedding, cheapo, was my general impression if their budget was low. And the budget is like so high. And we're like, wow. So you're not spending any money on this? Oh, it really is a terrible channel. TLC is evil. Everything about that place is evil. Evil channel. But like, I don't think, I mean, we didn't really, at least I didn't really realize that when I was like a kid watching it. And I watched almost everything they had on that show. I'm not even kidding. I was watching like everything on TLC back then. I was too young for that too. Okay, I'm gonna put some magazines on this one. That seems nice to me. Maybe I can put one of these lovely pictures again too. Or even like 2 of them. I really like those. I like the color of them. Okay, raise up. Raise, oh, that one went too high. You watched a lot of Food Network as a kid? Really? I watched a lot of HGTV as a kid. I didn't really watch Food Network. I think I like the colors on there. I don't know if it really screams gym, but it's probably fine. Yeah, and me and Dan, we started streaming at the same time back when we were long distance on purpose. We used to have like a little bit less overlap. But when we were long distance, we would stream at the same time because then we could hang out like on Discord calls afterward at the same time. So it was like a helpful way to get a little slightly on the same schedule despite being a 5-hour time difference apart. So it was an intentional decision to stream at the same time back then. But now it's just easier as well because they were kind of on the same schedule. So we end stream at like 7-ish and then we go cook dinner and stuff and it works out. But that was on purpose. Okay, what do we want to put over here? Hi. Oh, I had a major Cake Boss phase. I literally wanted to be the Cake Boss. I'm not exaggerating when I say I was obsessed with the Cake Boss. I would record every time it would air. I have seen every Cake Boss episode ever multiple times. I was obsessed with the Cake Boss. I think I was his biggest fan. Like, I loved that guy. And I would try and make cakes and stuff. I was terrible. But like, I loved the Cake Boss. Rice Krispie Boss. Honestly, I like Rice Krispie treats better than cake. So I think they're onto something with those. Oh, we could probably put a vending machine in here. That might not be so bad. At least like one of them, because we don't have anything in this building. DVR recordings, I know. It's so funny to look back on, isn't it? Those were the days. Oh yeah, me and Dan watch Great British Bake Off. They should be filming Bake Off soon, probably, right? It's April. Exciting. Yeah, we still watch Bake Off. Good vibes on that show. The British, they do reality TV so much better than we do. It really is so much better. You're thinking about getting a dumb phone. Are you really, Miv? Would you actually switch? I use my phone too much for things. I don't know if I could switch back. It would be nice to like unplug a little bit more than that though, you know? You got so much secondhand embarrassment from reality TV. Oh, I watch so much reality TV. I'm terrible. You want to flip phone so bad? There's like it's a trend. People are going back. You've got the right idea. Okay, I want to get, I forget what it's called. But I want that like base game clock. It's like long and skinny. Tall and skinny. I think it's under electronics. Where are you? Yeah, the Sentinel. That's right. Put that up there. That's good. I like the look of that. You miss your BlackBerry? I miss my mom's BlackBerry. I used to play Brick Breaker on that thing and I loved it. That was good too. I would get dragged to like my siblings' baseball practices and stuff and I'd be like sat in the stands playing on my mom's BlackBerry. Those were the days. I haven't thought about Brick Breaker in a while. That's funny. Okay, put these all the way across. Nice. I really like the color of the columns, actually. Really, Miv? I respect that. That's cool. That is really cool. lilsimsie was not a sports girl. Me? No, I'm like so sporty. Yeah. I played loads of sports and I was so good at them. Yeah. Come on. Of course I was. Right, guys? Yeah, Kayla, sure. Sure. No, I have never possessed sports talent. Not me. I like that with the wood, actually. That's cool. Where did that little thing go? Go Leafs! Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Brew. Have you all ever seen The Traitors? This is another reality show. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's basically like Among Us, but it's in real life, and they have like faithful and then a couple of traitors, and the traitors kill people and they vote them off, and then they have to try and like do a little round table and figure out who the traitors are and vote them. It's like just like Among Us. It's so fun. If you haven't seen it, I think you would like it. They have US and UK seasons, and you should watch it. They also do challenges. It's kind of like Survivor, the challenges. They do some really wacky ones to try and win money. But I really enjoyed watching The Traitors. The most recent US season just ended like a couple weeks ago, so you can watch the whole thing back. The US season has like US reality TV celebrities on it, like Bob the Drag Queen and like people from Survivor, like Carolyn from Survivor recently. Dylan Efron, Zac Efron's brother, was on it, which was kind of fun. So it's very interesting. Very interesting, that show. I really like it though. I'd recommend it. I haven't seen that one, Andromeda. I feel like I've heard good things about it though. This is how you learn Zac Efron has a brother. I didn't know either. But he does. And people like him. I guess I don't really think about celebrities' siblings that often. So like, how would we know that Zac Efron has a brother? Like, why would we know that? I don't pay attention to what Zac Efron's up to these days in general, let alone what his brother's up to. Yeah, so I'm not surprised that I didn't know about Zac Efron's brother, but... Oops. Okay, scoot that over to the other side. I think I'm gonna put, some of that wall decor. I used to love The Circle too, but I haven't watched the most recent season of The Circle because on this season they had like a weird AI thing. I mean, I haven't watched it, so I'm like disparaging it on stream and I haven't actually seen it myself, but I think they had there was like a fake AI character in The Circle this season. Yikes. I don't want to watch that. Like, why would you do that? You're gonna ruin the whole show. So I don't want to watch that season. So again, I haven't actually watched it myself. I just heard about it and I was like, ugh. But I had seen every other season of it up until that, and then I saw it and I was like, I don't really want to engage with this. I know, everything everywhere is pushing it so bad, and I just don't want to consume any AI-related anything. You think it was actually good, the Circle season? Yeah, maybe I'll look into it a little bit more and see what it actually was. But, I don't know. I'm avoiding it because of what they said about the AI thing. I don't even know if it was actually AI or if it was like a person pretending to be or something. I don't know, but I'm not interested. You thought it was bad this season? Okay, mixed signals. I know, there's so many of them, Miv. It's literally all over the place. What do we want to put in here? Maybe we could do like a nice picture on the wall. That feels good. You've been thinking about watching Severance? I think you should watch it, Brew. I haven't watched it myself, but everyone else watched it. Dan watched Severance. All my friends watched Severance. They talk about it loads. Sounds like it's good, but I don't know. I haven't seen it, so. I can't personally recommend it, but seems like everybody else likes it so much. Yeah, Sasha's like obsessed with it. Literally obsessed with it. Did you see that Sasha and Gluon got to go to New York City to play the Switch 2 this week? I don't want to seem like a jealous monster, but when I heard about that, I was like, oh my god, I would have done anything to go to that. But like Nintendo flew them out to play the Switch 2. They had a big event and they flew them out to play the Switch 2. Isn't that cool? They paid for their hotel and their flights and everything. So jealous. So jealous. When she was texting me, or when she was at my house like a month ago, or less than, I guess, a few weeks ago, she was like, yeah, I'm going to New York in a couple weeks for this Nintendo thing. And I was like, for what? And she's like, for the Switch 2? I said, what? What? So that's really cool they got to do that. She got to play like the new Mario Kart and everything. I think it was the day after the Switch Direct. I guess, was it on Thursday? Maybe it was on Thursday. But yeah, very cool that they got to do that. Super cool opportunity. Nintendo doesn't really work with like influencers that often, and they don't really do that many things like that. So it's very cool to get involved in a thing like that. I'm glad that she got to go. Seemed like it was really fun. I guess they've done some stuff like that in the past. Like I think the regular Switch, the original Switch had like events and stuff. I just wasn't really involved back then, but I think they'll have another Animal Crossing game eventually, but I don't expect it to be anytime soon. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with the release of the Switch 2 and with the price of it, because they're talking about how they delayed the pre-orders because of the tariffs. This country is a joke. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. I hope it doesn't get significantly more expensive because it's already expensive, so. We'll see. I think I will probably buy a Switch 2. But I feel like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't if it wasn't a, like, streamer, you know? Like, I think that if I wasn't gonna be like talking about it and like maybe trying to play some of the new stuff on it for content, I probably wouldn't buy one. But I think me and Dan will probably get one. Yeah, I don't think you need to buy it at launch either, Antonio. I think you can wait a bit for sure. I will say, my delusional little fear is like, what if they release Animal Crossing and like when they announce Animal Crossing, all the Switches go out of stock and then I can't get one? There is no Animal Crossing. There is no new Animal Crossing. There's no word of a new Animal Crossing. Who knows if they're even thinking about making a new Animal Crossing? But my fear is like, what if that time comes and there's no Switches? And then what? But I just can't like, we can't let that like fear of this thing that doesn't exist make us give them hundreds of dollars. We already have a Switch. Like, we don't need another Switch right now. The other games that are coming out with it on launch aren't even that exciting for most of us. So, we don't need to fall for this. We don't have to fall for their tricks. They'll probably release an Animal Crossing version as well in the future. And then what? We can't miss out on that. So we shouldn't buy it now because the new one's coming. So, do you see what I mean? Where does that leave us? Like... what do we choose? I don't think launches, I don't know. It's the FOMO thing though. You're right, we wait for the AC Switch too. I think that we should wait for the Animal Crossing Switch too. Cause guys, like, this could be us. Imagine. You know? You never got the Animal Crossing Switch, Miv? This little old thing? Oh, you don't have this, Miv? It's not focusing on it. Oh, what, this? You don't have this? It's too bad. I love her. Yeah, I have this too. I use the OLED Switch dock though. But this one is cuter. The OLED one, unfortunately, is better, and I can plug my Ethernet cables into it. So that's the main reason I use it. That one was covered in cat hair just then. God, I want another Animal Crossing game so bad. I can't even talk about it without getting like worked up. I want Animal Crossing so bad. I would do anything for a new Animal Crossing game. I heard it's good for the battery to leave them on your windowsill with the window open. Yeah, you know, I heard that too. It's good for your Animal Crossing Switch to leave it by your open window. Just, you know, in case anybody wants to come by and grab it from you. You're currently playing Animal Crossing? Oh God, I love Animal Crossing. The villagers enjoy the fresh air. Yeah, I'm really glad I have the Animal Crossing Switch. Like, really glad. I would be really sad if I missed out on that. Sorry, I should stop talking about it. Now I'm just rubbing it in. Okay, well, we also probably should end the stream soon. I have literally been talking and not building for so long. Like, I have not made any progress on this build in a long time because I've just been yapping and yapping and yapping. So that's my bad. We'll have to figure out a day to finish this. Unfortunately, so next week, I wanted to play the Unlucky Chef scenario again on Monday. We're gonna do a limited pack build on Tuesday. I already promised I would do that a long time ago. On Wednesday, I can't stream. On Thursday, I'm pretty sure that that's when the CC kits are coming out. So I think we have a kit release on Thursday. So we'll probably play with those and build with them on Thursday. So maybe we try and finish this on Friday. We call it Fixer Upper Friday. And we try and finish it on Friday. That's kind of far away. I know, more kits, I know. It's the CC creator ones they've been teasing though. What are they called? The Sleek Bathroom and Sweet Allure kits. One's a build kit, one's a cast kit. But they are CC creator kits, and the past couple CC creator kits that we've gotten have been like the best ones. I don't know if they've confirmed that launch date. I think it's a leaked launch date. But I've seen like on social media, they're like putting countdowns up and stuff. So I feel like it's like a known thing that they're coming out. But it might not actually be that day. If not, then we can do the build on that day. But I think that they are coming out on Thursday. So we're gonna get so many kits in the next month because there's 3 more kits coming out on May 1st, and they teased that a long time ago. So we're gonna have 5 kits in the span of like a few weeks again. So, yikes. I know, it's getting hard to keep up with. It like, no, but I don't think people are buying all these kits. Like, they're releasing so many of them. Like, people don't even know that they're announced. Like, they announce them and then they come out and people are like, wait, what new kit? When did that happen? And I'm like, oh, actually, there's been 5 new kits. They're really oversaturating it with them. It's definitely a bit much. I feel like if they gave them a little bit more time to shine, I think it's also the fact that they're releasing so many of them at the same time. Like, there being 3 coming out on the same day in May is just like too much at once. Like, that is so unbelievable. And I don't think that's a good idea for them to do that. I think if they released like, you know, 1 a month kind of situation and you space them out more, people can like actually like pay attention to what it is. I feel like that's better. So is my face cam out of focus? Sorry. You want their sales analytics so bad. Oh my God, I would love to know what their best selling packs are. I would do anything to have that information. There's been like fan made surveys and stuff about what packs people own, but you guys, I want to know so bad. These kits are literally like printing money for them. Like, it's so little effort to make these kits because it's just assets. There's no like animation or like new gameplay or anything. It's just assets. It's so little work for them to make these kits compared to like a regular pack. That's why they can release so many of them. They can just keep churning them out. And like, they must be making so much money off of them. Oh, I don't think it did either, Andrea. I would love to know. They would never make this public information, but I would do anything to have like a breakdown of pack sales data. I think that's just fascinating. I want to know the least selling pack. Like, I'm just so curious about that. I guess I kind of have a little bit of sales data about my kit, but only because I know how many times my code was used. But that's not really like sales data on the kit. Who knows how often it was bought without my code being used, you know, like, so I don't really know that. So even that's not really sales data, but like, I guess like there can be a little bit of like a prediction made based on that. But, and obviously like most people that bought my kit because of me would use my code, but maybe, I don't know, a lot of people probably forgot. Like, so you just don't really know how much it's been used. Well, yeah, it's easy to forget to use the codes, Willow Creek, so it's no, like, I get it. But I don't know, Leona, I guess the comment is it forces creators to basically just advertise instead of playing the game as much because they're just trying to keep up with new releases. I think for some people it could feel that way. I don't know, because I don't think that I'm having that problem with my content. Obviously I like to make videos about new pack releases because I want to show people the stuff before they buy it. In fact, it's even like kind of hard for me to keep up with the kits in terms of like all the builds that I like to do, because I usually like to make like a regular build that's just base game in the new kit, then like a multiple pack build, then like a starter home version. And when you're releasing 3 kits in a day, you just can't do that. That's so much. Do I get like a check per month from EA for my kit? No. They paid me a flat fee for my kit that's like comparable to how much I get paid for like one sponsored video. And then I make a 5% commission on the kit if you use my creator code. If you don't use my code, I don't get paid based on sales. So they don't like tell me like how often it's been sold and then pay me. They only pay me if you use my creator code. And it's 5% of the pack that I get paid from the creator code. So yeah, I don't get like a just flat commission or anything. I think people probably should be from the, especially the CC creator kits, but they don't, so. I agree, Rigsby. I feel like if a person like made the kit, they're like the CC kits, I think that their creator code should be automatically on at checkout or something, or like, I think those CC kits should be getting a flat commission of way higher than 5%. Like, 5% is absurd. With the CC kits, I'm not talking about me, I mean like the ones the CC creator made. They made the entire kit themselves. Like, they literally made the entire thing. From concept, made the items, made the descriptions, made the pack art. They literally made the entire kit themselves. And they don't get paid money based on sales unless you use their creator code. And let's be real, how many people remember the creator code and remember to use it? A lot of people probably don't even know that that kit is a CC kit and that somebody made it that is an EA. Because you gotta take out like the Sims community on YouTube aspect. Like, obviously a lot of us know because we consume a lot of Sims content, but just like the person who plays The Sims occasionally, watches no Sims videos, they're just browsing the list of packs to buy. They don't know what a CC kit is. They don't consume Sims news. Like, they wouldn't realize that. And then the creator doesn't get commission unless you use their creator code. They do make commission if you use the creator code and it's 5%, but 5% is nothing. Literally, it's not on a kit. It's a $5 kit. It's literally nothing. So, yeah, anyway, I am very frustrated by that. I have been going on and on about this repeatedly every time we talk about the CC kits, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Like, every time one gets released, I'm gonna go on a rant again in the video repeatedly, because I just don't think it's fair to them. But anyway, I won't go on my whole like power imbalance rant about it again, because I've said it a bunch of times, but I don't think it's fair. Okay, I think maybe I should probably wrap it up here. We go find somebody to raid, yeah? Oh, well, yeah, exactly. There's so many reasons that you wouldn't know about a creator. Like, there's so many Sims creators. Like, there's no way you would know all of their codes. And, like, sometimes their code is different than their username, and, like, how would you remember? And so it's so hard to remember to use the creator code, and then they don't get commission? Unfair. Unfair. Oh yeah, everybody agrees, cliche. The reason that I talk about it isn't because I'm trying to like convince you guys about it. I just think that it's important to keep talking about it because the more pressure on it, maybe we can get EA to rethink it. And at the very least, we make them look bad. So, that's why. But I don't feel like I need to come on here and be like explaining to you all why it's not fair to those CC creators and like try and convince you, because I think you all agree. So, yeah, it's just something that's good to keep talking about because you keep the pressure on them about it. Okay, well anyway, let's go find somebody to raid, shall we? Happy Saturday. We'll be back on Monday. I don't stream on Sunday, so I won't be here tomorrow, but we'll be back on Monday and we'll do some gameplay on Monday, I think. We'll probably play with the scenario, the broken scenario again. That'll be fantastic. I think I want to go and raid my friend Spring Sims, though. He's playing Inzoi, but he's also doing his big fundraiser for Hope for Haiti. I think he just went live, but I kind of want to go and raid Steven in honor of his big fundraiser, because I want to be able to support him with that. So I think we shall go over there. Again, have a wonderful rest of your night, everybody, and I'll catch you over in Steven's stream. Thank you for hanging out. And I guess we'll go there. I said the same thing like 4 times, I don't know. But this has been fun. I'm sorry we didn't finish it. I've been yapping too much and not building enough. But it's okay, it was a good time, right? Alright, bye! And stop streaming.